to own it. Just wanted to take the time, learn all the things that I could about you. Now it's such a mess here. Oh, we are just stressed here. Used to be so easy with you.
Talking today?
I need Odom for this case.
Come over here. Hands up. Hey.
Hit me, just kill me already.
Thank you for coming on my show. This is your 6th time.
Hey, I am honored, and that's great. I mean, I feel like, like a Carson regular.
And it's always during the holidays, too.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I think the last time we did it was around, Thanksgiving?
Right.
A couple of years ago now.
Oh, and yeah, we did a Christmas, too. We've been doing a lot. I mean, well, yeah, technically, actually, if you include that time, I think you've been on my show 7 times.
Wow. So
wow.
we gotta, I think I was around Easter when I was on the first one, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, right?
Well, it's just holidays.
Holy cow. Wow.
And then now it's like so much has happened because you have like 2 feature films.
Yeah, 2 feature.
In post?
Yes, in post-production right now. I have Film Fiend starring you. And
that we shot here.
Yeah, we shot here. Yeah, we
at
shot
CMAC.
in this studio. So that's in post production. I'm pretty excited about that. We got some really cool people we worked with, and you got to exchange some scenes with Lisa London, who has been in Lifetime films and stuff like that.
She was in that Justin Bieber music video.
There you go.
I watched it as soon as I met her and she told me about it. I was so excited about it.
Yeah, so she was awesome. Well, you were there. She was awesome. She was a sweetheart. And then we worked with Academy Award nominee Sally Kirkland. She plays the well, I don't want to give too much away, but the antagonist's mother, and she was also great to work with. And so I'm excited that that's going to be coming out, and we're probably going to release that right after the first of the year. So that's going on, and then Daisy, which you also co-star in as well. So that's going to be fun. That stars Michael Wainwright, and it's a creature feature, which is.
Oh, why are you so excited about Daisy?
I don't know, because it was almost like a personal film for me. Like, Film Fiend was a collaboration with one of my partners back east, so we kind of co-wrote it together, and then I just put a little more spin on the characters and everything like that. But Daisy was just from scratch. It was right from the inside, and put it out there. And
you did some special visual effects that you haven't done before that you played around with, right?
Right. Well, if people watch my work, I do a lot of practical things. I have practical, everything you see is on camera. It's through the camera. There's no real visual effects or CGI stuff like that. So some of the scenes where the bat is animated flying around, I actually did that. I built a studio at my house and pretty much did what they do in the show Mandalorian. They kind of do a projection on top of another projection, and then you just kind of layer it. So it's going to be in the film, which is cool. It's in the trailer, so you'll see it in the trailer when there's a big moon in the trailer, and then the bat just swoops down and that's all me.
I know, and I can't believe you did that at your house.
Yeah, so
that's.
So to me it was a labor of love. It was a passion project. It just felt right. Everything felt right about that movie. I mean, just the way we shot it and everything.
I got to shoot a gun.
Yeah, you got to shoot a gun. Yeah, I mean, we wrapped it in 7 days, which is crazy. It's a feature film, and we wrapped it in 7 days in October when it was kind of cold. Not this last October, the October before. See, little do people know that when you make films, even on a smaller scale, it takes a year or two for everything to kind of come together and be as perfect as it can be. So
little do people know that when you act, your directors want to put you in the most minimal amount of clothing in the coldest times of year.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. And I have to apologize for that. But I'm excited about both of them. I mean, and I also got some other stuff. That's already out. I do a little bit of acting, so like.
Yeah. So what just came out that you went to the premiere in LA?
Yeah, Bang Bang Betty 2. Valerie's Revenge. It's a sequel to a movie that's out. You can watch it like on Tubi and Amazon called Bang Bang Betty. It's the first movie.
Were you in the first Big Bang?
No.
Only one bang? Okay.
Yeah. So it is an action movie. It's not, despite the title, whatever what you're thinking. But anyways, it's an action film. So it follows the saga of a woman that was a sniper, in the military, and they called her Bang Bang Betty because she picked off the bad guys. So what happens is in the second film, her partner, which is in the first, it's almost like a spin-off, and she becomes the main character, and she's trying to take down like this drug lord that's actually trying to poison everybody with like mixing fentanyl with his regular drugs and stuff like that.
Wow.
So, yeah. So I play in the film is I play the chemist, the guy that actually creates his product, and when he brings this to me that he wants to alter the product, I kind of have like this kind of moral dilemma, and I'm just not happy with it. So I really enjoyed playing the part, and Alex Huang, who's my director, was great. Alex and I go back, some years now. We're kind of like colleagues. We're kind of the same class. We come from, like the class of '80 or whatever. But we came like together. We came up as filmmakers together. So occasionally, like he'll call me or I'll call him. We'll kind of swap advice, and sometimes we send each other referrals for actors and stuff. So we stayed in contact, and then when he had an open casting call, I messaged him and I said, hey, I don't want any kind of nepotism. I know we're friends, but let me audition. Let me try to, this role. So he told me to go ahead and record myself and send it in, and I submitted, and he really liked it. So we had a conference call and did a little bit of reading, and he said, you got the part. So I went down there to Corona, and we shot in a mansion, and
nice.
It was really cool. I'm in the opening. I went when we've seen it in the movies. It was cool.
How fun! You're in the opening scene.
I was in the opening scene, so I don't want to give too much away, but it
well, you could give that away. It's the opening scene.
It's the opening scene, and everybody told me I did really well. So I enjoy it because I like being behind the camera more than being in front of the camera.
Right.
But this time around, I just it was great. It was fun playing a bad guy. I was sort of a bad guy, but with with morals, I guess. And it was just a fun time. And on top of that, I really I try to network as much as I can when I'm on set and stuff like that. So I really met a really good friend. Like I became friends with one of the actors, and his name is Joseph Fanine, and he's the uncle of Dwayne Johnson. So
nice.
We became really good friends, and we went to the premiere together. We hung out, and then at the after party, we started talking, and we may be getting a project going after the first of the year, which I'm pretty excited about. It's I don't want to give too much away because it's his concept, but we're talking maybe like a heavy drama, a military drama.
Wow, that'd be cool.
Yeah, so we're in talks to sit down and have a few meetings about it. So, exciting things coming.
Yeah, because typically you direct horror films, but it seems like these other things you're acting involved with are not in a different direction.
Yeah, well, I don't want to like pigeonhole myself and just say like, oh, well, I'm just the horror guy and all this other stuff. Like when I did Dealings and Day of the Pigs, I wanted to show people that I could do dark comedy and I could do some drama and some noir and things like that. I even did some sci-fi like back in 2017. It was sci-fi horror, but it was more sci-fi where I did, like forced perspective, spaceships flying and things like that. So, just give a variety of what I could do.
And then we did the Dead Rose together.
Oh, yeah, with Eric Roberts, yeah. The legendary Eric Roberts.
That was a lot of back and forth scene. What would you consider that? What's that supposed to be? An action?
You know what? I believe it's a faith-based thriller. That's
really?
That's where I think it's categorized as. Yes.
And that's also in post-production.
It is in post-production, yeah. I can't wait. The trailer's out. You can catch it on YouTube. So trailer's out for that. We're in the trailer.
Yeah.
And we do have a scene with Eric Roberts, which is really cool because I don't think not too many people had scenes with Eric Roberts in the film. It was you and I, and then I think he has a scene with Vernon Wells from Road Warrior. So,
right.
So we were pretty lucky to actually, have an exchange with him. We play these cops that don't necessarily know what's really going on at the station, but we're excited because we're catching criminals, and at the same time, our boss is letting them go.
You always play a cop too. Why do you always get cast as a cop? You're getting typecast as a cop.
I do. If I'm not a cop, I'm a priest. I'm like some kind of, I don't know, authority figure in these films all the time. I don't know. But this last one I did was cool because I was like this chemist. I was like like a Walter White character. So
I love that.
Yeah, it was fun.
So what's next after all that? Are you writing anything?
You know what? I haven't started writing anything yet, but I do have ideas. They're always like, they
never stop.
No, they never stop. I'm driving in the car. Anything could just trigger something, and I start thinking. But I do have some ideas like on the burner that I haven't put to paper yet. I'm talking about a movie that's kind of a little like art house type movie, and it we spoke about it recently. I told you about this movie about this guy he's stuck in this rut and he's making films he don't like because they're funded by an organization, and then he decides to embezzle the money and flee, and then all of a sudden he
Right. Don't give too much away.
I know someone's out there's going to steal it, so
don't.
Yeah, so.
What actor and or actress would you like to work with that you've never worked with?
Well, that's a good question. Well, you know what? I have this thing for character actors. I love character actors, and I think I've said this before, but I really want to work with Terry Kaiser. Terry Kaiser, he played Bernie from Weekend at Bernie's, but I like him not for that character because he played dead the whole time, But I like Terry Kaiser for his roles in like Three's Company and stuff, where he played in the heavy and he's always had this kind of, I don't know, this look. He's always a bad guy. He's always, and I'd love to work with him. I'd love, Terry Kaiser is, it's funny because people have oh yeah, I'd like to work with Matthew McConaughey or Johnny Depp. And my heroes are always those people that carried them in the movies,
Right.
Like Emmett Smith, he's this older gentleman. He's a big, stocky guy, but he's always a grandfather type guy, and he's always kind of this rough guy. And he plays in a lot of comedies, like the Coen Brothers put out, and and those are people that are my heroes, those character actors. Like a Steve Buscemi is a really good character actor, and I'd put him as my lead guy,
Right.
So,
Oh, so what about dead? What person passed away that you're like, man, I would have loved to have done a movie with that person?
Oh, that's easy. That's easy. Oliver Reed is one of my top favorite actors that ever walked the earth. Oliver Reed, he's this tall Englishman with blue eyes, just really brooding. He's the kind of guy that walks in the room and he can just change the atmosphere. And all he has to do is breathe.
Wow.
And it just, you gotta, if you watch films with him and just study him, it's just amazing what he brings to the film. And you could just tell that he had a presence, behind the scenes. You could just, when you watch the movies, he's just a force of nature when he walks in, and all he has to do is just breathe and you just feel it, it's weird. And I just, interesting, he was a really wild guy. He was a heavy partier, he was an alcoholic, and he died during the filming of Gladiator, Ridley Scott's Gladiator. And what happened was he was on leave. He was playing a character in the movie, and they gave him some time off. So he went to a bar in Malta, and he arm wrestled 7 sailors, and he drank a couple bottles of rum and a few beers, and ended up having a heart attack. So
you should do a movie on his life.
Yeah,
that's actually really.
Yeah, I tell you, yeah, he was a wild man.
Wow.
But interesting character though. But what a great body of work he left. People need to really go out and watch some of his. He was in Oliver. Remember the musical Oliver?
Right. Yeah.
He played the bad guy in that movie. So he did a lot of. There's a movie called The Devils, but he's really, really good in. I mean, in that movie, it's just wow. It's very controversial because it has to do with religion a bit, and but it's a really good movie. It's very deep.
So, Film Fiend, Daisy, do you think they're going to come out in 2024?
Yeah, definitely. They're coming out in 2024. I definitely like to do, because like I said, Daisy is kind of near and dear to me, and a lot of people from the Valley kind of pitched in to make that happen, so I definitely am going to, treat all these people that helped out, and of course people in the Valley to a premiere to that. So, look it up on social media when it starts. I'm going to really...
And you're completely wrapped on that.
Oh, yeah.
But Film Fiend, you want to add some extra scenes.
Yes. Film Fiend, I definitely, I want to extend it a little more, and what I want to do is I want to develop more character to the film, and I want to bring something else, another facet of it, in. So I'm in the process of writing a few more scenes and adding them in. So, that'll be out a little bit later in 2024, but Daisy's definitely going to be out soon.
And then Film Fiend's supposed to have sequels?
It's open for a sequel or two or seven.
That's what your writing partner
like Scream.
said.
Yeah. So,
Oh, yeah, we can't give too much away on that, but yeah, I mean.
Right. So, but it is a, I would say it is in the slasher genre, I guess you can say. But it has a unique twist with when it comes to cult films. So it has kind of a tie-in to things like that. So I'm looking forward for people to watch it and enjoy it and see what their take on it.
And where's somewhere that you would like to shoot a movie if you could anywhere? Money's on object.
That's interesting. Where would I like to shoot a movie? The Chaffee Zoo, why not? Do a zombie movie at the Chaffee Zoo. But they've done movies like that, right? Where the animals have been zombies or stuff like that. They do everything's a zombie, right? But no, you know what? That's an interesting question. I'd like to shut down a theme park and do something like that. You know what I mean? Or
like
wild,
like Vegas Vacation or something.
Like, yeah. I mean, just something wild. As far as exotic places, I'm not sure. It'd have to fit whatever I'm writing. I'm very particular about that. Like I like even casting. Like it has to be the right people. Like I mean, there's actors I really like, and I talk to them daily and all this other stuff. But I have one of my friends, and I mean, he just he's been in the Rob Zombie film, and we've only worked one time together. But it's not because like I don't want to work with him. It's like I'd love to work with him, but it's got to be the right role.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
So same thing with location, I think, as well. Like it has to be one of those things where you show up and you're like, this is the spot. This is it.
Right.
This is what I dreamed of,
And I remember we were looking at locations before COVID, and then COVID happened, and
yeah, that was really unfortunate because we found a really cool location.
Right.
It was like a bank vault and all this other stuff. I mean, just endless ideas we could have gone with, with that whole location. And
we were trying to make Asia and like LA.
Right.
I forget what part in Asia the movie was supposed to take place in, but
I think it was supposed to be Thailand or something like that. We were
yeah.
So that would have been really interesting, but unfortunately COVID, happened and everything shut down, and but once we got our bearings and we got certified and everything like that, we kicked a couple projects out during that.
Right.
So
So what's your social media so everyone can follow you? And you're on TikTok now, so everyone on TikTok has to follow you there. What's
MSR Studios 1 for Instagram, Michael S. Rodriguez for Facebook, of course. And then just look me up on TikTok under Michael S. Rodriguez. I always put that S in the middle, I tell people, because for the longest time when I started writing, and people are starting to do it now, but I told people that I was always Michael Rodriguez or Mike Rodriguez, and that sounds like John Smith. So I legitimately have a middle initial. Like my name is S. It's like I didn't make that up. Like it's really Michael S.
I think you're the only Michael S. Rodriguez in the world, right?
I might be. I don't know. But the minute I put that S right in the middle for everything, then they started taking me serious. So whatever you got, a Q, a P, an R, put it in the middle, okay?
Well, thank you so much for coming on my show today. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
To the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. My heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love
love you. To the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. My heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Other words, I love you.
Thank you for coming on the show today.
You're welcome. I'm honored to be here.
Well, I think it's really cool because your roots are here in the Central Valley, but now you're everywhere. So tell us about what you do.
So I am a pop electric violinist. I do a lot of weddings. So I play for the ceremony, cocktail hour, dinner time. I have like my own sound system, and I just plug into that and play to background music. So I'm kind of like a one-woman band. And I'll do some corporate events around Phoenix. I don't travel too much outside of Arizona, although I do have a wedding in Michigan next month. So.
If somebody pays you enough, you'll travel.
Oh, yes.
That's what it comes down to. So if you're watching and you want her.
It's going to cost a lot.
Oh, my goodness. I'll get married in Arizona just so that you don't have to travel. How about that?
Yes, move to Arizona.
I would love to. So what part do you live in?
So it's North Phoenix.
North Phoenix,
okay. Yeah. So I'm like almost, kind of in the middle of everything. So like all the wedding venues are close by. But yeah, North Phoenix.
So do you have any original music as well? You see, you're always doing requests.
I cannot write music to save my life. I can't. I just do covers. So,
but that's what people want anyway when you do all these events.
Honestly, like nobody wants to hear your original. I hate saying that to artists, but like if you want to make good money, do covers, at weddings.
But do them good like you. Not everyone does them like you.
Yeah. I just, like if I'm singing or playing along to like, the karaoke track I just did, I can definitely improvise, like stuff on the spot. Like when I just played, I didn't write that. I just did it on the spot. But like to actually write my own song, sing my own lyrics, write my own melody, there's no way. I just copy everybody else.
How long have you been playing the violin? What came first, singing or the violin?
30 years. So August 27th was my 30th anniversary. Wow. I started when I was 11. Definitely singing came first. I feel like I was singing, like I feel like singers sing when they are born. Like they, like we're
That's
just
true.
So singing came first. And then I started playing piano, and then at the age of 11, my mom, because I can't remember what prompted me to start playing violin. So I asked my mom, I was like, Mom, do you remember, like, why did I want to play? And she was like, because your teacher played and all of a sudden you wanted to play. And
Wow.
Which was weird because at the age of 11, you're just like, you know, what do you know? You don't know anything. But the minute I got the violin, I didn't put it down. Like through elementary school, middle school, high school, I was just wanting to go home and just play, like figure out songs by ear. I didn't take private lessons, so at home I was just constantly.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
You never took lessons ever?
No,
How do you teach yourself how to play the violin? That's such a weird instrument.
So I know. So I learned in so like in elementary orchestra.
Okay.
So that's how I learned. So I did like 6th, 7th, 8th grade orchestra, and then I just went on my own.
Okay, so you got a little bit of teaching,
Yeah.
not like, so that, and then the piano helped a little bit too with the notes, or not really? I'm not musical, so
yeah, I mean,
when I ask these questions.
Yeah, like as far as notes go, honestly, I learned notes kind of later. As a kid growing up, I was able to listen to a song notes and copy them on whatever instrument. So like I just
So you were meant to do this, girl.
Yeah,
Wow,
like I was a musician from the beginning, but a lot of good musicians can do that. We can listen to songs notes, you put an instrument in front of us, we can figure it out. You know, we don't really need the private lessons. For violin, I feel like private lessons was like if you wanted to be classically trained, but I was always into pop music. Like I loved country music, and I would just spend hours in my room listening to a song. How can I copy what this artist is playing? How can I copy it on the violin or piano, or how can I sing the way they're singing? And I mean, I just spent hours in home being a loser playing my instrument.
Hey, it paid off.
Socially weird.
And then it finally paid off. That's cool. So when did you make this like a career?
On my own, it's been like 4 years where I have my own business. It's Esco Violin, but as a like side career, like part time, it's been at least 20 years. Like I've been with bands and everything, but now it's full time. It's just me. I'm like a one woman band. I'll do like 2 to 4 weddings a week sometimes. Like this is all I do now. So yeah, about 4 years full time.
That's so awesome. What do you do when you I bet you get double booked a lot. People want you on the same day.
Oh man, yeah. Weddings, yeah. So I actually have a list of other violinists, musicians, and I'm always throwing them work because
you can't.
No, because
can't
first
be
of all,
two places at once.
Yeah, like violins, like Phoenix is 5 million people, the population. So there are literally like 10 electric violinists. So there aren't a lot of us. There are a ton of guitarists, singers, you know, like those popular instruments that a lot of people play. But as far as violinists, there aren't a lot. So a lot of us, there's no competition. So we're constantly throwing each other work.
And it's like that here too. There's not a lot locally as well. I've had some of them. I actually had one play for my birthday party. So yeah.
Yeah.
And I love the sound. And I love when you guys play it to pop music. It's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. It's different. It's like violin, and you can play to like rap, and it's such a thing right now.
What's one of the songs that people are like shocked that you rock on the violin? It's like a like popular song.
It's always like Big Papa, and like I'll play a Too Short beat.
I
like,
love that.
Wait a second. Like I've had like that shock, and I love it.
And it's great because you bridge like all the gaps musically. So people that might not like rap, they like that, and then people that vice versa.
Like for a wedding, for like cocktail hour, I'll do country music, Wagon Wheel, and then I'll do like a jazz song, and then I'll do California Love by Tupac. Like I'll just do all of it, and I'll do it on the violin, and I'll sing, and people are like, "What?"
That is so awesome.
Yeah, I love it. I'm very, very lucky to be here and to do this as a full-time job. I never thought I would be able to. It's crazy.
So when you come back and see your family, or do you ever pop in a gig here and there in Fresno? When's the last time you played here? Besides on the set, which we appreciate.
Oh my gosh. Here, literally in 2013 when I left to Phoenix, like that's the last time. I haven't like
You never came back for like a Christmas concert or anything?
No. Unless like someone wanted, like in 2025 I have someone wanting to hire me to play in Yosemite. So that's like the closest, but here in Fresno or like in Clovis, I haven't, no, because I don't advertise here either.
But your fan base is ever. And then were you traveling outside for a little while? You were traveling outside Arizona? I thought you were traveling in different spots. Or not really?
Not outside of Arizona, like in
But
Arizona.
you were.
Like,
At one point you kind of were. What was like did you ever do a tour when you were with these bands or not really?
I did with one girl, not playing violin. I was a backup singer and I sang only in Spanish.
Oh my goodness, is there anything you can't do? How did you learn how to sing in Spanish?
So I can actually read and write in Spanish, but I cannot speak it.
But you can sing it. You can sing
I can sing it, and I don't know what I'm singing when I'm singing it.
That is awesome.
But like a lot of singers can do that, where like they hear a song, and you just listen, like your ear catches it. You know, that's what a musician does, is they catch the notes and like the pronunciations and everything. And yeah, I mean, that was fun. We did travel a little bit here and there, but as far as traveling, I can't remember.
Have you played outside of the U.S.?
No, when I was in the military, I did. We went overseas to Kosovo.
So you were in the military too? You've done everything, girl. So when was that? What branch?
20 years ago. Literally, I joined in 2000 Army, like right after high school.
Wow.
Yeah, I was in the Army.
Were you playing violin? I bet they love that.
Yeah, for free. They didn't pay me, but yeah, like I would play the national anthem, or I'd sing the national anthem for their events and stuff.
Love that.
Yeah, but I was an ammunition specialist, so I wasn't like a musician.
Girl, you are like full of like all these cool things. I absolutely love that.
I just get bored so easy. Like, what career am I going to do next? But music is the only thing that like I stuck with and I just kept going back to. And then finally I made it a permanent thing and I haven't stopped. Like, I don't want to do anything else. So
that's amazing. Do you ever give lessons or not, because you never...
I do.
You do? Okay.
Yeah. So
how do you teach when you were never taught?
I know, right? Yeah, those suckers. I'm just kidding. No, I mean, I taught myself like, in my 20s, I taught myself a lot more how to read music and all that stuff. So I teach, you know, like beginner to intermediate violin lessons, and I do it all online.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't teach anymore because
you're busy with this now.
I'm so busy. Like,
right.
It was getting to the point where I was teaching, doing this, and I had 0 days off. So now I only have like 5 students that have been with me for years.
So you keep, okay.
Yeah, so I keep them and that's it.
And what was COVID like for you?
So COVID, okay. So 2020, right 2 months before COVID hit, I did the Arizona bridal show.
Okay.
It was the very start of my Esco violin business. I did the show and I blew up. At the show, I booked 17 weddings between January and June. And that's a lot. Right now, it's not a lot. I'll do a lot more.
But at that point, because you were...
At that point when I was beginning, like,
oh my
yeah, so it was the birth of Esco Violin. I know. And then March happened and it put all of those weddings on pause. But the thing with Arizona, because we have such amazing weather between September and June, a lot of the venues are outside. They're outdoor venues. So And people were like, don't ask, don't tell. So September.
So you were doing all those weddings.
Yeah. So we started back up in September. And
that's good.
Phoenix, Arizona wasn't like California. We lifted the
ban way earlier. Okay.
Much earlier. So
it didn't set you back too much, but a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, which was kind of a good thing because then I was like, I have all this time to kind of prepare more for the business side of things.
Right.
So, yeah.
And then I bet you were doing more online classes at that point.
That's when I switched my teaching studio to all online.
So now you're like, I'm never, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So I'm like, yeah, stay away from me now.
Oh my goodness.
Let's just keep everything online. It's so much easier. So yeah.
So you're not producing any albums because you're not producing any. Mm-mm. But that would be great though, because you have a unique voice, you sound of that. So if
see my way of thinking, like I'm always like, where is the money? You know, I'm very
Armenian.
I'm very Armenian. So it's in the wedding business, and it's doing covers because they don't want to hear originals. They're not going to hire you to hear your originals. So that's why I don't like going to the studio, pay money to record songs because it's just not going to get me anywhere that I want to go. Right now I'm in the wedding industry and I'm just like, I'm good. You know, I'll do stuff on Instagram. I'll take requests on Instagram.
I love it, girl. Everyone's got to follow you. What is your Instagram?
It is Esco_violin. So.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show today. I know we got you with that small, narrow window when you're in town, but I mean, we're proud that you came out of the Central Valley. I just wish you were playing here so we can come see you.
Well, I'm honored that you asked me, so thank you.
Thank you for coming on my show today. It's been a while.
Thank you.
You've been doing comedy this whole time, and so what do we got going on?
I'm here today to promote a comedy show that I got going on at Club One Casino. It's called A Magical Night of Comedy, featuring the Amigos of Comedy, which is me, myself, Weezy The People, Byron Campbell, Nutrageous Byron Campbell, and Sick Rick Martinez.
Right on. It's my favorite place to gamble, so.
Yeah, and then we also got a magician, the magician Brian Patrick. You know, I've done it before, so I like to always combine magic and comedy together, make it a magical night of comedy.
I haven't seen that before. So, okay, so what happens? You guys do comedy and then he does magic at the end or magic in the front?
Well, we're going to do magic first. You know, tantify. Is that the word? Tantalize? Tantalize the crowd with a little magic, and then we come out and send them home with some good laughter.
Are you going to saw people in half? Like, what's this guy going to do?
He do it all.
I'll volunteer. I want to be sawed in half.
He rips up money. Yeah, I've seen people panic.
Well, hopefully he can make the magic and me to win the casino, me to win the slots.
Oh yeah, maybe so. Excuse me. But,
so where have you been at these days?
Just promoting, doing my comedy. Always at Club One Casino. Club One Casino.
Oh, that's where you're always at?
That's my home base.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's my office. So it was downtown. And when coronavirus came, I was down there I would like to say 5 years straight, doing a show every other month. The Amigos of Comedy, just us three, and bringing in, entertainment, making sure the show is entertaining. So when coronavirus came in, they shut the casino down downtown. And then it opened up right there.
Granite Park.
Yeah, right there in the community. So it's right there. And went and talked to him. We started all over again. We're back at it.
I love that. And so Rick Martinez, he should be here. What's he up to?
Rick Martinez, same thing. We still at it. The Amigos of Comedy.
So are you guys doing it one set at a time, or do you guys ever do it all together?
We've done things together. We've you remember that Justin Bieber song? What it was called? Just Despacito.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that. I guess you say a live parody, and it was me, Rick, and Byron. We did that. I wish I could see the video that had that, but we jammed on that.
I love
we did
that.
Yeah. So we dressed up and everything. We've done a few little routines, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we do stuff together, but we go up separately and display our skills.
And this is a holiday themed.
This is it's definitely holiday thing because it's holiday time.
Do you tell holiday jokes?
Yeah, you got to tell. It's that time of year. It's that time of year to bring jokes and cheer. So people want to hear some holiday jokes.
Do you have any for us? And I know you want to save everything for yourself. If you could give us one, that'd be amazing.
I think of something. This just the thing about me. I'm not like funny on the spot like that. I'm one of them people that's funny, but I'm not really. I'm not. I don't know. I guess I can't just be funny. I'm just funny.
Well, you have jokes in your set. You can tell one of your old jokes that or one you don't use anymore.
I can't. My mind is blank right now. See, when I kind of get on the stage, it's when it all.
The
you know how they
magic
say
happens?
when the magic happens. It's like I turn into that. But the thing about this show is December 9th, and it's only for $9.99.
Oh, that one half price, because remember it used to be, I think it was back at like $20 last time we did Club One together.
Yeah.
It was the doors open at 7, show starts at 8. And that's a good way for entertainment, and then afterwards you can gamble.
Yeah, you could gamble.
Can we eat while we watch you guys perform?
Yes, definitely. Club One got good food. They
do.
Good drinks, good environment. I don't know if they know out there, but me and my crew, we dress to impress. We don't come up there slouching or nothing. So we're gonna bring as much as I can, as we can to the stage. So we come dressed to impress. So it's a real live, real nice show.
So
real
how long is
beautiful
everybody's
environment.
set?
Everybody go about 15, 20 minutes apiece. We try to go from 8 to 10.
And then including the magic act, of course.
Yeah,
right?
all that's within 8 to 10. We try to keep it going, entertain, and it don't take hours and hours.
Who's DJ Debo?
DJ Debo is he's DJ'd at Club One a few times. That's how I met him. I don't know if the term Asian. I guess he Asian. I don't know what that. Where he's.
Does he do and is he emceeing in between or just straight up DJ?
No, he's just a DJ. Comedy DJing is like kind of different. It just requires you to, when the comedian is called out to the stage,
right.
Your timing got to be. You just hit some music.
Everything's got to be right.
Yeah,
Timing's
the timing
everything.
got to be right. So the thing about me, I got a host who I like to work in house. So I feel like I could take anybody and, make them a host. I feel I could take anybody and turn them to a comedian. I did it. If you really want to do it, and I could show you how to make the joke, and, and you could do it if, with any person. So I like to work. So I keep it. I always like to take someone close to me. So my host is a girl that I know, who never hosted or nothing before, and I just told her, just do it. Anybody can do it. So she went out there, Joelle Jackson, and she did real good, had a ball with it.
I know her very well.
Yeah, so Joelle went out there, and, she hosted.
So she's going to be hosting this one too?
She's hosting this one too.
Wow. Well, I love Joelle, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, so, she got out there and she did it. No big deal. I'm not looking for perfection. The next time around, though, then we discuss it. But the first time around, it was like, yes, everybody go. Same with my DJ Debo. He never DJ'd at a comedy show.
Oh, okay. So we're just kind of getting into the
So
groove.
it was different, to understand, like, when they call the person name and they come out, you have to have that timing together, bring the tempo up, get the people going with the music, and then also shut the music off. It's a timing. So we working together as a crew. This second show is going to be 10 times better.
And is it $9.99 at the door as well? It's not one of those
It's
things. It's
$9.99.
We don't have to It's not like where you get it in advance or at the door. We could just go bring it. Because a lot of times, my friends will be last minute, like, oh, let's go. And we just roll up.
That's how I kind of do it. I keep it simple.
Okay, so if I go, am I going to get, made fun of if I sit at a certain place? Because
No.
You're not going to pick on the audience?
No, that's really not that's really not our style.
That's not good. Okay, good.
Yeah, we have routines.
Good.
jokes.
Okay. So we're not.
Right.
Well, so now everybody can come and be like relaxed.
Yeah, we don't joke on the pretty ladies and heckle and mess with the people. You know, y'all here.
But that is fun to watch. It's fun to watch when you're not in the audience.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. And then it might happen. You know, naturally.
I'm going to sit in the back with you. I swear.
I can't promise it won't happen.
I'm definitely sitting in the back with you.
Yeah, but definitely gonna be a fun night. Like I said, we're all friends. You know, comedian Brian Patrick. I done shows with him years ago where we did this same thing. You know what I'm saying? So he know what I'm asking him to do. We done it. You know, we went to Madeira. We did a biking bar out there.
Oh, how fun.
It was rough. I'm talking about, you know, they was sitting down. Them guys was in there with knives like this. Are them machetes or you still call them knives?
Wow.
Right, but yeah, it was like a biker bar. And we had the opportunity to do it. And it wasn't a real big place, but we did it, promoted, went out there a few times, you know, tried to put our promotion down and everything. And Brian Patrick came out there with us. It was crazy. And it was kind of packed that night, probably not because of us, you know, just probably because that was their bar, you know. But yeah, it was real crazy. That was a good one there. And Brian Patrick, that's my boy. He came, did magic.
That is hysterical. This is the first I've ever seen that, the magic and then the comedy show. Is it funny magic? Or it has nothing to do with that?
It is funny magic. All magic has sort of a funniness to it, I guess. You know, I guess I would think, other than the ones who saw people in half and throw knives and all that type of stuff. But he's real funny. He's actually like a comedian with it, I would say.
Oh, I like that. Okay, that'll be fun.
Yeah, he's real funny. So my goal is always, I've always kept in touch with him, and I've always told him, because I love magic, so I always let him know whenever I could implement it in the show or get you in, you know, I'm going to get you in to get the people to, you know, seeing the magic. You know, I don't even know if they do. I would like to start just doing magic shows.
That'd be fun.
That'd be fun, huh? Would you
Especially,
come?
I would, because there's not a lot of that going on in the Valley. That's why I'm really happy that you're bringing that to the Valley.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Should be more magic. So I'm going to see about that in the future. Yeah, like who don't like magic? What happened to the magic? So that's what December 9th is about. We're bringing the magic back to comedy.
And yeah, the last time we worked together was before COVID, so that's at the old Club One.
So, and we're going to work together again. You're going to host one of these shows. We put a real good one together.
No, I better learn my magic.
Yeah.
You'll have to teach me.
Yeah, I got some stuff. I got something you might like. I'll talk to you. But yeah, so that's basically what it is. I go by Weezy the P. And recently, well, I got a lot of names, you know what I'm saying? I'm Weezy the P, Weezilla, Icicle Mike. I'm Icicle Mike whenever I throw my suit on and, you know, like that. That's a whole nother, I turn to icicle. You know, it's nothing colder than I'm just an icicle when I do that. So I got a lot of names. Icicle Mike. Right now, my stage name is Weezy the People, because I don't do it for the money. I do it for the people. And this show right here is for the people, by the people.
I love that. Okay, so we're going to follow you everywhere because I want to know every time you're doing something. So what's your Instagram?
My Instagram is Weezy the P.
So are you Weezy the P on everything, all the platforms?
On Facebook is Smitty Mac.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, Facebook is Smitty Mac. And I got to get my social media up. I even have
You've been doing good, because I've been seeing your stuff on Facebook.
Yeah, but I'm not on TikTok and other things out there.
I know.
You know,
we're older, so.
Yeah, I got to step that part of it up, you know, because promotion is key. Everybody, a lot of people see, and they say, man, Weezy, how do you get these shows, or what do you do? And I tell them, like, no one calls me to do shows. The P is for promoter, you know, producer, you know. You're a real worker. Yeah, so no one calls me, no disrespect to the people that do, because there's some people that do, but for the most part, No one calls me like, hey, we need you to do a show. We want to pay you some money. We need you to do a show. We got money for you. No. So I go out and I do the show. And I teach everybody that's around me, I tell them the same technique, same secret. I tell them, they think it's a secret. Like, how did you get that place? How did you get in there? And it's like, hey, communication. Just learn to communicate. And you can get what you want. Talk to people, tell them what you want, and it'll just work out for you. But take it on yourself to do a show. I might not never call you. You could be my friend, which I do get friends in comedy. And we are friends. They could borrow money from me, do it. I never called them to do a show. And I don't know why. And I don't really think about it too much. I'm doing what I do. We friends. So, but you see what I'm doing. You see? So that's how I look at it. Like, I ain't called you for a show. No, but you around me a lot. You see what I'm doing.
Love it.
You know, so that's about it. December 9th, Club One Casino, A Magical Night of Comedy. I wish I could have, can they see this?
Oh, we'll put that up. We'll pop it up on the screen. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I got this.
Well, anyway, Club One Casino, and like I say, you know how you ask, is the food is good? Club One is I like that casino because it's really like a club.
And it's classy. I love it. No, it's really great. So
it's really club, good people. I've been, for years, I do business with them. You know, when I hollered at the guy, and I won't say, but I just say this. I sat down with this guy at Club One Casino. Said, I want to talk to him. Tell him, I just want to tell him, you know. So I said, okay, boom, let me talk to him. First thing he said was, I don't need you for nothing. And I was like, okay. Then he said, how may I help you? And we've been doing business.
I love it. What a great story. And your friendship just took off from there.
Yeah, been doing business, you know, like just off of helping me, you know, just giving me opportunity. You know, you want the opportunity, there you go, opportunity. Do it. So
great. You're very inspirational. You're not just funny. I like it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming on my show today. We're going to follow you on everything, and I will be there on December 9th.
Thank you, Sparkle. Thank you.
Felt right in the moment, felt right in the summertime. It felt right drinking cherry wine with you. Just wanted to own it, just wanted to take the time, learn all the things that I could about you. Now it's such a mess here, oh, we are just stressed here. Used to be so easy with you. Now I must confess here, oh, I must confess, dear, don't think I'm in love with you. Winter is coming and I don't know what to do, and there's no more use in running, no more running to you. And I don't want your loving, I don't wanna be just friends, knowing all this time we were playing pretend.
It's a mystery.
Hi, I'm Sparkle Sujan, and I am the host of the Everything Sparkle Show. I would like to invite you to come and hang out with me every Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific Time, 7 p.m. Eastern, as I interview the world one guest at a time. Everything Sparkle is available on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and CMAC.tv. Plus, if you're in the Central California area, you can watch on Comcast Xfinity Channel 93 or AT&T UVerse Channel 99. Hope to see you there.